The Democrats' impeachment inquiry charade continued this week as President Trump dared Nancy Pelosi to hold a full House vote. My next guest is someone who spent a lot of time on the Hill and may possibly be heading back. Former California Congressman Darrel Issa joins me now to weigh in on all of this. Congressman, I'll call you Congressman because I'm sure you're going to win and I'm sure you're going back, but that's just me. Okay, let's talk about the double standard here. Now, we've got Barack Obama, who was so invested in defeating Donald Trump in 2016 that he asked Ukraine for dirt on Paul Manafort, who for that 1 month or so period was working on the Trump campaign. Can I ask why it was that the Democrats weren't interested or concerned about this conversation?
Well, because it was their president is what it boils down to. But, you know, the Ukraine was concerned enough to actually arrest, convict, and punish the person who helped essentially out Manafort. But, you know, there's a double standard, Judge, that's amazing. You know, President Obama also spent $500,000 of your tax dollars trying to defeat Bibi Netanyahu in another country and doesn't see anything wrong with it. The bottom line is this president has been transparent and open anywhere he could be and beyond where the last administration ever would have been. And all he gets for it, quite frankly, is a premeditated impeachment looking for something to charge him with.
Well, you know, it's interesting, but absolutely, I have in front of me in Kiev, this guy was actually convicted of meddling in the U.S. election by the Ukrainians because he gave information on Paul Manafort to the Obama administration, but I guess it doesn't work the other way. But I want to talk about the javelins. You know, there's a lot of talk about them and whether or not the quid pro quo involves that javelin and military aid. But again, in the Obama administration, when you were in Congress, President Obama promised to treat the Ukraine the way he would a NATO ally. And yet Obama, when Ukraine was under attack by Russia around the same time they annexed Crimea, the Obama administration did absolutely nothing in terms of providing the javelins, which are apparently the anti-aircraft, the defensive weapons that would prevent the Russian air superiority. He did nothing to provide them with them, assist the Ukraine with them, and basically left them on their own, certainly not like a NATO ally.
Well, he even had to order the NATO head, a U.S. general, to stand down because we had made a commitment that although they were non-NATO, we'd made a commitment in return for their turning in their nukes that we would treat them like a NATO ally for purposes of defending them. When we let that happen, of course, we gave a green light under the Obama administration to Russia to annex Crimea.
Right.